sponsored by Flip Narrative. And remember, if you don't love your story, flip it. So you mentioned Ross earlier. I was thinking of Ross, like, bro, how is Ross for you? Because for me, it's dirt. Like,
To
it's
be honest,
trash.
me, so I was a district, well, kind of a new market district manager for Ross and DD's. I was more on the DD side. So
Okay.
I worked there for years and years. I worked with DD's when they had 6 stores. They started out here in California. And
Mm,
then I went on to open, I can't even tell you how many stores. At that time, I opened half that market. I just traveled around opening new markets and opening stores, opening up 3, 4 at a time. It was insane. Getting back to that, I don't frequent Ross too much at all. When you work somewhere for so long, and how when I left that company, it just left a really bad taste in my mouth.
So you don't even be wanting to waste your time, step in there. For you, it's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
Don't even
nah.
want to be. I'm not even trying to give y'all no money.
Yeah, I should have never gave y'all any money. Yeah,
Right.
it was one of those. It's real, and it's been a while. I haven't worked in a long time. It's been like 10 years or something
Mhm.
like that. But yet, still, when something happens to you, if you go to a restaurant and you get that terrible customer service, you're probably not going to go there for a very long time. Eventually, you're going to end up going back trying to give it another shot, but it's never going to be the same from the first time you went.
Right, right. That's a fact. That's a fact. But now that's an interesting background. So how did you doing the retail? Because you was opening stores, so I already know that's from a whole different vantage point. From like you looking at expansion and which locations would do well and stuff like that. So you still looking at it from a different lens. But how did that retail experience help with the eBay experience?
The great thing is, when it came to the DD side of it, since we were brand new, although we've scalped a lot of the basic stuff from Ross. One thing I can say, and I put my stamp on, is that when y'all walk into these stores and those silly people that's standing up front in those vests, those door agents,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a brainstorm of mine and someone else from the DD side. So, and it went,
Wow.
yeah, it went store wide from Ross because we tested it on the DD side, and then it carried out to uh to Ross. So that's one thing. Every time I see those corny dudes standing up there, I'm like, yeah, I gave y'all your job. So
You should thank me
yeah,
every
you can
time.
thank me. I appreciate that. Working discount retailer, you learn to appreciate the discount, right?
Mm,
You go to the malls with your family, and you like, yo, that same pair of pants, we got that in our store for $30, and then
mm-hmm,
y'all out here taxing us for 45 in the mall. So
mm.
it kind of played hand in hand, learning how to appreciate a discount and knowing kind of that's where I got hit. I started heavy in clothes. Oh God, it makes me sick to my stomach.
That's
Uh,
crazy. That to hear you say that.
because I worked around a bunch of clothes, and I could get them dirt cheap, right?
Mhm.
Work. If anyone thinks there's no insider trading in Ross and DD's, you done lost your mind, right? Clearly, if something goes on clearance for $1, we snatching it up before we put it out there on the shelf, right? It's just it's the natural way. People getting upset at Walmart for those employees snatching up all the cards. Yo, it's insider trading. They got first shot at it. Go get a job there if you want those cards.
And not to mention that it's like that's one of the few benefits of working at a store like that. You got to think like the employees working there, they see everybody grabbing up all the good stuff. At least let me get first dibs. At least. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right,
My manager on my back not trying to give me my lunch break. Let me at least get this.
right. You still getting them. This is the thing. This is what kills me, right? You got a million products in your store. You're still getting the same amount of money you would get if a customer bought it.
Exactly.
The same amount of money.
Just
What's the problem?
let me enjoy it. Let
Yeah.
let that be an employee perk.
Man, tell me, dude, that's exactly what it is. You'll give us 30%, you give us 40%, but
Mhm.
you won't let me buy this box of cards or this clothing at full price. Man, come on, y'all crazy.
Yeah,
Y'all
that
crazy.
it makes perfect sense as to why you don't even waste your time with Ross and Didi's. The funny thing is, I didn't even know Ross and Didi's was like the same because
Hmm.
I was first introduced to Ross, and then one day I seen somebody on YouTube talking about searching for deals at Didi's discount. I'm like, what's that? but it's almost like the lower end version of Ross. At least the ones over here.
It's the hood. It's the hood version of Ross. I'm saying we because I feel like I have my footprint on DD's forever.
Mhm.
Like we opened the stores. We tried the dual stores side by side. There was literally doors side by side, and we realized that didn't work real fast. We tested that out in Florida. It was like,
Mm.
yeah, nah. There's two different customers.
Right.
Um, Two different customers. So we split them up and had two different. You'll see them carry a lot of the same stuff, but there's a lot of different stuff that DD's will carry that Ross won't carry because it's catered towards a different different clientele.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes behind what happens in the stores. It's insane. It's insane. You just all the planning behind the cash registers, how the cash registers are set up. We used to have to go to full blown useless meetings and test this stuff for hours at a time. It was insane. It was insane. But that's they will spend money. They will spend Akil. They will spend money. They will fly us out to the finest of places. To the finest of places. We'll stay up in these nice hotels, go have these 2 hour meetings, and then go out afterwards, get plastered, and have the most expensive dinners in the world.
Mhm.
It was a great life. I'm not gonna lie. It was a
Sounds
great
like you doing
great
it up.
life, but boy, the stress level is on another. It
Yeah.
is on a
I
whole
bet.
nother level.
Just honestly, for me at this stage, I told the story before. I tried to grab up their job a couple weeks ago so I could start paying my student loans off. At this stage, for me, it'll take so much for me to work a 9 to 5 that'll make sense because it'll be 5 years doing this full time next month.
Damn.
Like I've developed
Yeah.
such like so much habits and like the lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like even for my wife, like she's been with me. We've been together almost 10 years. So she's been in the trenches, and she for me to do a 9 to 5, it's gonna be such a big adjustment for the whole family. It's like okay, it's not worth
Right.
it. So if you guys enjoyed that short clip from the podcast, click over here for another short clip. And if you guys want to check out the full podcast, click over here. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.